Dior chose a palatial venue to present its 2019 cruise collection. The stables and grounds of the Château de Chantilly outside Paris. The atmosphere was much more relaxed than it shows during Fashion Week in the city.
They tend to be kind of more spectacular in their choices of locations, and I wonder if that's because you have to kind of fight for attention at this time of year, but always a pleasure to attend and kind of exciting and dynamic.
I don't think it's a different clients, but is a different atmosphere, because the people that come to the show does to run in another show are not so busy, so they want to live fashion probably in a way more dreaming, less workaholic, like during Fashion Week.
The inspiration for Maria-Grazia Curie's collection is Mexican women rodeo riders, escamaruzas, with their distinctive costumes. The models put on their finishing touches in the courtyard. Michael Jackson's daughter, Paris Jackson, was among the guests. The only problem was the weather. The show had to go on in pouring rain. But the participants are all professionals, so they kept their composure, even the horses. Despite the extravagant shoes, nobody fell over on the slippery runway. It was important to the designer that her models were steady on their feet, as well as feminine.
Dior, in some way, represent a very feminine brand. I want to speak about that, but in contemporary way. What we do arrive, especially if you stay in a so important brand around the world, and what you do could be good, a good influence or bad influence in many women, also young. So it's necessary to a lot of attention.
Dior isn't the only fashion house to have just presented a cruise collection. Chanel took the cruise part as the starting point for their collection for nautical holidays. These collections are usually presented once a year in the gaps between the regular fashion weeks, usually in May.
Christian Dior realized that there were a number of women who needed outfits specifically for cruises. So he started to create special collections for them, lighter and looser than was customary in haute couture at the time. Outfits that were easy to transport and were appropriate for traveling on a ship, a train, or a plane.
Louis Vuitton chose the grounds of the Fondation Margue Art Museum in the south of France for its show. All these collections will go on sale in October.
Cruise collections remain on the market for much longer than prêt-à-porter or haute couture. We can travel to places where the weather is lovely at any time of the year, and for that you need the right clothes.
It's not surprising that high-end fashion houses choose exclusive locations for these shows. Their currency is exclusivity.
With these shows, the various brands seek to engage the public, both their clients and the journalists. They take them on a fantastic voyage to amazing places. For French people, Chantilly may not be very exotic, but for everyone else to come here for a couple of days to watch the Dior show is pretty special.
The strategy seems to work. German fashion blogger Caro Dauer says she, for one, was certainly pleased to be there.
I think cruise shows are very special, both for the clients and for people interested in fashion. It's a little extra. The icing on the cake, the cherry on the icing. Just look at which houses put them on. These brands really are the very top.
The party after the Dior show took place undercover and the champagne was definitely flowing. All very exclusive and apparently quite jolly. A party the rest of us can but observe from a distance.